Hi guys! So today we have a haul for you from Best Buy. It was both of our birthdays like 2 weeks ago. So we got some money for our birthdays. So Steven let him spoil himself and buy himself a gift, I guess, for himself. And then he somehow managed to lose his second.
Again.
Well, he broke his first Bluetooth. And now he's lost his second Bluetooth. So this is the third Bluetooth in a year.
So anyways, I did get another Bluetooth. This one, same thing as I had before. I used to go with Blue Ant. I really liked it, but I feel like the sound quality in this is pretty good, and it also has really good noise canceling in the background. So when I'm talking, even if the truck is like roaring or I'm going up a hill, it's very clear on the other end. So I'm told, anyways.
Yeah, it's clear. It's good.
Otherwise, the battery life isn't that bad. It does come with a built-in battery as well. The little case that comes with it to also help not lose it. I actually don't lose these things when they're in the case because I know where the case is and it's pretty big. It's just when I put them on itself that I lose it. But the battery gives an extra 4 or 5 hours, I think, so altogether 10 hours. So the amount that I use it on the road, I don't actually have to charge it more than once every maybe 2 or 3 days if I leave it on the charger. Or even if I leave it like just not clipped in but in the holder, then it's still about 2 or 3 days or maybe 4 days, depending on how much I use it. I did, and that was just the replacement because I lost it. I would have much rather have spent the $100 and whatever it is dollars on something else nicer, but and a little more necessary on something else. But the other thing that died and that continuously just dies because they're I don't think they're really designed that well. Got a new Sirius radio. I got the Onyx Plus. This one comes with this one is actually on the XM network. It's a little bit different. I'm not quite too sure if they're really that much different. As far as my understanding was Sirius was Canada and XM was American based. Like as far as where they get their content from. But this one, it's quite an update from all the other ones I've had. All the other ones have had, maybe color screens and, a few like graphics in the background. But this one actually has not only is it colored screen, but it also shows graphics of like all these logos that are on here actually appear on the satellite or on the screen, as well as the album art will also show. Upon quick inspection, playing with it outside while I was getting the activation signal, I did discover that it actually will record songs from multiple channels. So I had 3 channels playing, and I hit the reverse button, and it was able to go back about 3 songs, because that's about as much as it goes back for. But I guess maybe the top 3 of my favorites, or some of my favorites that like if I went through favorite 1, 2, and 3, and then went back to 1, it'll record the last 3. So if I go back to number 4, and then 2, and then 3, it'll always have all those 3 on there. So that's the way it seems, which is pretty cool, which means I've always got a selection of music that I can listen to depending on songs and what's playing. If I want to go back to it, instead of like sometimes I hit the button by accident, I have to switch it, and then I lose that song to play back later. My biggest drawback, I think, that I'm disappointed in all of the Sirius radios at this point is the fact that none of them have remotes. In my car and in my semi-truck, I have it kind of mounted far up in the glass, so it's a little bit more out of reach. So I always just use the remote because, or if friends are in the back seat, then they can just use the remote and pick the song or pick the volume, or they can tell a story so they turn the volume down. But so I'm going to have to move it now, and I think that's the biggest thing that I miss is that all the previous ones were included remotes, but this one doesn't even have a sensor. So even I use my old remote, which they were all interchangeable between one another radio, as long as it had a remote that came with it, it was the same remote. You didn't have to worry about switching them. You could use it, but this doesn't even have a remote sensor on it, so even if I wanted to try it, it wouldn't work. So that's the only thing that I don't like about it. Otherwise, it's really nice. It's definitely an upgrade. They've gone a long way since my screen, because like I said, my screen is just like white lettering, and the background colors can change. Altogether, yeah, that's it. Just this and this is the only thing I got, and this was my birthday present because I need a new one, and this was just a replacement. And that's my Best Buy haul.